Hey everybody, how are you doing today? All is well here. I had lunch with a friend. We went to Applebee's. Haven't been there in a long time, so that was fun. Trying to share this. Gave me a new option. Hi Lisa and Charlotta. Jen White, how are you today? Hi Karen. So yeah, I didn't get home till about 2:30, and then I had to figure out what I was going to talk about. But actually, it was kind of a good thing because someone in the fan club had asked a question about a die, and I thought I hadn't talked about this in a while, so thought I would go into how I designed a die, just a basic idea. So I'll wait until a couple more people come on, but I hope you all are having a good day. Hi, Monica and Janet. Kathy, how are you doing? How's that cute little granddaughter? Doing great. I'm good too. I'm checking off stuff because tomorrow I have to go up to New York, and I have to get our safe deposit box that I didn't even remember that we had from when my dad died 3 years ago. I got a safe deposit box so I could put stuff in that was, we didn't want to lose. Well, I put it in and took it out and then got a bill, like, forgot I had it. Then I couldn't find the key, and they're special keys, so you have to go to call the locksmith if you can't find the key. Hi, Sue and Judy. Hope your mom is doing better, Judy. Oh, good. Hi, Emma. So anyway, the good news is we were sitting there watching Heartland last night, and I was going through my dad's files and this whole big box, and I found the keys. So I'm very excited. We don't have to drill that out. Yeah, so that's good news. So we'll go do that on Saturday. I'm going to bring my mom with me. So she's going to go visit a friend, and I'll go do that. Hey, Julie Cruikshank and Alice Walls. Alice, I'm going to New York. She's better. Great, Judy. Oh, that's good to hear. So scary. Hi, Ulrika. Good to see ya. Hey, Lisa. You lost your... Oh, no. Maybe you have a passport, Lisa? Oh, losing these important things is very scary because then you have to go through the whole phone calls and all that stuff to fix it. There's Charlotta. Charlotta is like the mayor of the Eileen Hall fan club. She knows everybody. It's Mayor Charlotta. Hey, Belinda. How far is New York? About 6 hours. Oh, I was just saying, Alice, I have to go to the bank and close my dad's safe deposit box at the bank. So, and I'm going to go see Mom for the weekend. Hi, Jacqueline. Good to see you. Charlotta is happy to be the mayor. Maybe. Too far. I know it's far. I know. But I'm going. Yeah. Hey, Mary. Aw, thanks for the wedding. I mean, thank you. Thanks for the wedding, Mary. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the congratulations on the wedding. Yeah. Hey, Sue in Scotland. How are you today? So, while Charlotta is sending her regards to everyone. Charlotta, you know I'm just teasing you. Hey, Crystal. We couldn't do it without Charlotta. She has been there since the beginning. And it's never really a show if she's not there. Yeah. So, all right. She's happy, I think. I can't see that close. Hey, Maz. I'm hoping she's happy. Have fun. I saw that. They had a mini reunion at the captain's table, some of our classmates. That's what I love about Facebook. You can see where everybody is, what they're doing. Yeah, I won't be there during the night, though. I'll be at my mom's. Good. Yes, I know. It's a community, so that's what we're doing. You can take it, okay, Charlotte? That's good. You have to in this group. Okay, so today, a couple things. First of all, check out the blog, eileenhall.com. We have some amazing projects up there, and you will want to take a look. Really, really pretty. Today, it's this week it is the Eileen Hall Educators, so we have a lot of really cool ideas up there. So go take a look. overall, what I want to do today is talk about how I design a die. And the question came up in the group, could you make a die for this purpose? So I want to talk about how it all works. Hey, Tommy Peterkin, out at the beach on your honeymoon. He's still trying to get in good with me. I'm killing it. Oh yeah, he is good. You gotta give it to that Tommy. Go, good son. Hi, Rebecca, how are you? So I want to talk about that just a little bit. And then I want to talk about also how I am planning my next journal. So I have been journaling for a long time, kind of journaling. My journaling is actually making lists in a book or on like a notepad or whatever. What I put on the little promotion for this is like 3 of them. Oh, there's Mitziana. The party can start. But I want to consolidate everything into one journal for everything. Okay. Hey, Tamara. So, oh, we got the gang all here. This is fun. So I want to talk about my thought process on starting one journal for everything. And so we're going to start that today, but we're probably not going to get that far. I had a couple other things to show you. Some of them are, well, one thing I wanted to show you, I finished this and I wound up going this way on it, which I like, our calendar, which I made on Facebook Live the other day. If you want to see how to do it, go ahead over there. Also, I have been stitching while I've been kind of not doing much, and it's just like a little pom-pom hoop, which I loved. It was so simple, a couple stitches, but it really, you know, the colors made me happy, and Mayor Charlotte, a new title has been bestowed. Okay, so the other thing I want to show you is, you're gonna like this. Hey, Sandy, I found a deal on a bunch of old jewelry. Now, some of it is mismatched, but a lot of it is fine, and we can use these in our journal. So I'm gonna put these, I'm gonna package them up and put them on Etsy. So if anyone is interested, they will be up there tonight. I don't know what time, as soon as I can get the pictures. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm just gonna do kind of a grab bag thing where you know, it's potluck. I think that would just be the easiest because I probably have about 10 of these bags. So, hey Anna, glad you're here. And Sharon, Loretta, oh, good to see you all. So these bags of jewelry will be going up in the Etsy store tonight. So if you're interested, take a look. The price is going to be good, so go ahead over and see. I also have some of these photo turns, which I used on this journal, and I'm really kind of getting into them. Hey, Claudine. So I have some of these for sale. They'll be going up in the Etsy store. And the other thing is, I have some of these, they're like checkbook covers, but they actually work great in the pocket notebook. And that is the one that I'm going to use to make my all-in-one journal, okay? And the reason is the spine, because, well, I'll show you in a minute, but there is a reason why I picked that one. It might be different for everybody, okay? Because everyone's needs are different, you know, but it's like I have so many of those ginormous earrings. I'll send them to you, Mitziana. There's a couple pair. They're not that big, but yeah. So anyway, I will be posting those later along with these because they also go and they're nice and clear. You can cover them with paper or put them inside and use them to hold photos or whatever you want. So I'll be posting some of those too in the Etsy store later. So let's just do all of this stuff and then we'll talk about the dies. Break is over, back to work. Oh, sorry, Janet. Yeah, we never get to stuff too quickly. We do have a couple classes coming up, but I'm gonna make a graphic and I'll put all that up there so that everybody could remember. The length of the photo turns, I think they're 1/7/8 maybe. They're not that, let me take one out, I'll show you. Well, actually it's this one. Let me measure it. Do you want it in centimeters, Loretta? It is about 2 centimeters. It is cold in here. All right, so they're not real big. I think they're just right. This is about 5 by 7 maybe, or I don't know, a little smaller. And I think it's just right. And I did that because it's got like a little opening, and this is nothing. There's nothing in there, but I just like it because it's like a secret compartment. So I'm going to do more of these in my new journal, which I'm planning. And I'm going to actually sketch out before I do it. But, oh, I know you like your centimeters. Okay, what else do I have to tell you? We're going to be doing some napkin collage, but also some other collage on the cover. And I'll talk about that when I get going. We do have another event coming up. It's going to start on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And the team and I are kind of sponsoring it. And we're going to have a prize for whoever can come up with the best name for it. So later, today or tomorrow, I am going to post a poll. And so we want you to be the ones to name this event. All right, so we want everybody to give, and the funnier the better, because this has been a really weird year. I think you'll all agree. And this is kind of, it's not a December daily. It's like, it's called a photo turn, Karen. Hey, Laura. It's not a December daily, but it's going to be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday event from the day after Thanksgiving till right before Christmas. And every day we're going to have a prompt. And it's going to be like, what's your favorite Christmas cookie? Or, you know, favorite holiday songs or something. You will have a prompt put out by one of the team, and there will be a post about it. And then your job is, we're going to make one journal. Okay, I wasn't going to go into this whole thing, but it's really going to be fun. So I hope you'll all play along. We will have a kit, but you don't need the kit. You can use any journal book that you have, any die that you have. But if you don't have any, we're going to have that available for you, along with some other things, like probably some digital downloads. We'll have some, the date of Thanksgiving is, well, gee, let me look on my calendar. That should be the 26th, maybe? So that's a Thursday. So this would start the 27th of November, and it would go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for about 4 weeks. Okay, so we'll have 12 days of it. So what we're asking is, what would you guys call this? Because we don't want to call it a December daily, because technically it's not. It's just kind of, we're doing a journal. You wish you had a... Okay, I don't know what she's saying. She's Mitziana. So we had some pretty funny ones in the group, and in we had a Zoom call with the team. So some were batted about, but we're sure that you have some good names too. So I don't want to give any of them. So you guys come up with it, but something that kind of sums up the year. So we'll just wait. I'll put a post up, and we'll do a poll. So what that means is you guys can write your thing in, and then whoever gets the most votes on it, whoever wins, they get the prize for the name, and we will call it that in your honor. So start thinking about what you might want to call it, okay? So that is coming up. You know, we still have time, but we need to get our things moving here. So 12 prompts of Christmas. Okay, that's great. You write it down, and we will put it in the poll. And you guys can actually enter things in the poll. It's going to be over in the Eileen Hull fan club. If you're not a member, go ahead over and join. Make sure you sign, fill in the questions, okay? Because otherwise we don't let you in, okay? So you need to answer the questions. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. And then in the meantime, we'll have the Halloween challenge. We may have our 5,000 member giveaway going on. And we have our release party / blog hop on October 1st. So there's lots happening. So just keep all that in mind. But I think that people might want to hear about this die thing. And really, the question in the group was, could I make a die that would cover it was the calendar here. Where did I just put it? Well, here's one. you know, could I make a die, a Thinlits die, that would cover this or be like a frame for it? And I could. But the thing is, I don't get to pick always, unfortunately. It's a team effort. So my contact is Jen Long. So she is the creative, no, what is she? The world coordinator. She basically decides what products come through Sizzix. So she and I have a conference before each release, which is every quarter. So right now, we talked a couple days ago, I am working on packaging for chapter 2 of 2021. So it's, you know, I have to work ahead. What's coming out in a month, not even a month, well, October 1st, soon, that is chapter 4. So I have to keep everything kind of moving along. I have a little timeline that has, you know, this one, that one, have this done by that. So there is a lot that's going on, a lot of moving parts, and I'm only a small part of that, but it's still a lot to keep track of and when things are due. And so sometimes when I don't seem organized for one of these live shows, it could be because I'm doing something like that. Or maybe I'm filling an Etsy order. You know, I'm a one-man show here, one-woman show. And I do it all. So, and then I have a family. And I love it. I mean, I am so lucky that I get to do this. And I have a great team that does a lot for me. I have Lisa, who writes the blog. I have Mitziana and Pam, who are helping in the group. I have Karen and Susie, who I bounce things off. I've got Tanya, she's helping with social media. Anna Karen is helping with my blog. I'm redoing it. And so I'm happy that I'm able to have these guys to help. And, you know, I'm really lucky because I couldn't do it all and I don't want to do it all. I couldn't. Well, I could. I just wouldn't sleep. So, anyway, getting back to the idea or how I come up and design a die, I have a little notebook. You'll see in one of these notebooks, die ideas. You know, so I'm always kind of looking, and you'll notice I am more of a structural die designer. Like I don't do, well, there's just so many other dies out there. This is kind of my specialty. This is what I started in. And this is what I'm kind of good at. So this is what I do. You must be busy. Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, there are a lot of times where I'm just watching Netflix also. But I do some work. And, you know, I'm lucky that I can work at home and I can help my family when I need to. And, yeah, sleep is overrated. But anyway, I have my little notebook. Sometimes, depending on when the dies come out, there is a theme, you know, like seasonal. I've never really done seasonal until this past release with the mitten and the snowman, and that was kind of fun because, you know, that was something new for me. And I come up with ideas. Sizzix, they know what is in the works. So maybe I come up with what I think is a brainstorm. Maybe somebody else is already working on it. So it is a conversation that we have. And, oh, there's Deborah. Hello. And we work together to kind of get the most cohesive product that we can and something that's going to sell. So what I started to say about this little calendar stand, we could do a Thinlit with that, but it's probably not far-reaching enough to be worth it because they have to pick and choose. Like they have to store all this stuff. They have to produce all these dies and sell them and manufacture them and all that. So they want something that's going to, oh, thank you, Loretta. They want something that's going to appeal to a lot of people. So something very specific may not be, even though you want it, or maybe I want it, but it's just not quite what the mass market would want. And, you know, that's not my decision, which is kind of good. They just say, maybe not this release, let's try that again, or maybe that would go with something else better. You know, it's just, you never know. So I do listen because it's valuable to know what you guys are looking for. And I think that's why we have a lot of the books going, because books are really popular right now, but they're also useful, and they can be used no matter the style or, sorry, my hair is getting all weird. You know, it's kind of a evergreen product. Squares and rectangles. Yes, it is universal. However, I don't want to make something that's so universal that you don't need a die to cut it. You know, that doesn't make sense either, because, you know, like the pages in the books. Not every die has the pages, because you can go to the dollar store and you can make your own. Now, the Passport book, that die was designed a long time ago, and, you know, it was really before bookmaking became a thing. But, you know, that one has the pages. So what I like about designing is that I know what's happened in the past. I know which dies in general are still going to be around. And then I can design around kind of base dies. That's what I think of my books. You know, they're kind of base dies, and they're going to stick around for a while. So I may have accessories to go in the books that will fit that size and shape. But I'm not gonna like make a, you know, a die that's a square, because you can go on your cutter and you can just trim off the dies. So if something is too general, yes, that's true. I know they could be used for decoration, and honestly, I would let Sizzix do that, because they have a lot of the basic supplies. Mine are kind of their own thing, and if somebody else makes a square, I don't want to waste, if I have 3 dies that I can design, I don't want to have one of them be a square. You know what I mean? Because there are a million squares everywhere. So yeah, that's why I like the scoreboards, and Sizzix likes me to do the scoreboards, because they are different. And I appreciate that you guys like them and that you're willing to work with them, because for a long time, nobody even knew what they were. So now we have a great group of people, and you guys are going to town on them, and it is amazing, and I love to see what you make. Yeah, yes, you can search. Yeah, if there are ones that you want that are squares, or, you know, you can search Sizzix or whoever. There's tons of the Thinlit dies, but not so many steel rule. And the reason is, you know, the steel rule dies are more expensive, and they are larger to store, and they cost more money. You know, well, I said they're more expensive, but, you know, they're harder to find, and a lot of people, I think, don't know about them. And the Thinlits ones are just, they're everywhere. So, but to me, the steel rule dies are cool, because they can cut everything. They can cut, you know, thick stuff. They can cut like leather. I mean, your Thinlits are not going to do that. So not to say I don't like the Thinlits, because I do have a couple coming out that are really exciting. But anyway, that's kind of my philosophy on designing. So right now I am looking at chapter 3 for next year, and that is the seasonal. So I'm going to be looking at Target this season and trying to see what's coming out, what are the trends, what are the icons, what is popular, and see if it's going to stick around, if it's been here for a while. That's always a gamble. The problem is I am working so far out that, you know, if something new comes, then I might miss it, or it might be over by then. But, you know, in general, for a year or two, if things are popular, they're going to still be there. I think the books will always be popular, so I'd like to do one of them every year. And wait until you see what's coming up next year, guys. You are going to go nuts. This has the most possibilities of any die I think I ever designed. So, can't tell you what it is. You might guess, but coming soon. Okay? All right. So, do you have any questions about it? Oh, thanks, Ulrika. Well, what you do with them, you make these scoreboards sing. You guys all do. When I see them in the fan club, it's like, whoa, You are good. I never would have thought of that. And that's the beauty of it. I don't have to. You can. And everyone puts their own spin on one thing, and it could look, you know, like 100 different things. Yeah, it's very cool. You guys are amazing. So let's see what else. Yeah, they are unique, which is one thing that I like about them, that nobody else has a die like the Scoreboards dies. And you keep it to your... I was just kind of talking about my most popular dies that I design that a lot of people have that are books. Might be something like that, but I couldn't say. I don't want to get in trouble. That happened one time, and I don't want to do that again. A more obvious hint. Let's see. I can't think. All right, I can't say anymore, really. But you're going to be very happy, I think. I really think so. I mean, I'm excited, so I can't imagine. All right, enough said about that. But does anyone have any questions about like how they come to be? They take a little while. So once I design it, then it goes for review, book-shaped, and then it goes, I test it and make sure it works. And then if I approve it, a new car. No. Okay, forget it, you guys. You are trying to get me in trouble. It gets approved by Sizzix. They send me, if needs to be a change, they send it back to me, and then I make a correction or whatever, and then it goes into production, and then it comes out. Do I have to make samples? That is something interesting. Now, I had never done the packaging before. That was the in-house designers, and they are, well, they were so amazing. In fact, Wendy Kuski, who was on my educator team, she designed, you know, the trinket box. She designed that packaging, and in fact, I think she did a lot of that collection and others. So, yeah, she is amazing. I don't usually do a drawing. I usually get it in my head, and then I think, how am I going to fit that on here? I don't know. That will be tricky because this is not so big. You might have noticed. And I have to fit whatever it is. And I like to do big things. I like to make things that, you know, are interactive and have drawers, and you can pull them in and out, and you can open and close pages. And, oh, hi, Wendy. Oh, it's true. You're amazing. So Wendy was doing the packaging. Now they asked me to do it. And it's not as easy as it looks because there are guidelines. You know, there are like, you know, you only can use the pieces that are on the die. You can't use other things to make it look different. So sometimes you just have like a cover. So you have to think, how am I going to do that? You know, sometimes you cannot use other elements in the collection. Yes, it is. Yes, there's Sharon. It is really challenging. I know. It is challenging, which I'm finding, and it makes me respect the packaging people even more and wish that I was better at it. But I've been kind of learning. And the other thing is, with COVID, I've been photographing also, and I am not a photographer. Like, I can do basic stuff, but you know, we've had to adapt. Now, my last one, well, the one that is coming out in January, I wound up sending that to the UK for them to photograph because it just was a little more complicated than I can do, and it was a relief. And I was happy enough to get the project done, but not have the stress of the, you know, the photography. So anyway, that is what. That's how that happens. How about a die to cut and make your own face mask? You know, that is something that I had discussed with them, and Sizzix, when it first came out, because I thought, I saw all those people that were cutting masks, you know, cutting out the fabric, and I was like, man, get a die, because you could cut 8 layers of fabric. But I think that Sizzix, when it first came out, they didn't want it to appear as though they were trying to make money from masks. And, you know, you have to respect that. But I think now that is, you know, as this goes on, you know, that could be definitely a thing. I have an idea for one, which I'm kind of thinking, but I don't think they would do it. I would have to do my own design, and then I would have to sell cuts, which I kind of don't want to do. So anyway, that just didn't happen. But yeah, just the little problem getting your hands on them. Sorry, I'm not, I can't follow. I just missed some. Yeah, they are easy to cut, but man, yeah, you agree with that? I know. Sorry, I'm trying to see what everybody said here. A new version of your 5x5. Oh, well, maybe. Don't use a brush. I just threw that out. And it was a lot of work. I was sorry to throw it out, but it was just sitting there. Yeah, it's tricky. What, you know, designing dies are like, there's just so much that goes into the decision of what's going to get produced and what is not. And in the end, that it is not all of my decision. And I don't want to have that decision. I just want to make fun dies that I'm just looking at this one. And this might be one of my favorite ones, which is no longer in production. But like this. Okay, so this was one that was inspired by my grandmother and my mother, who all had those little wooden sewing boxes. This one is missing its little feet. But, so to try to fit this on one die, that was a challenge. And that was so exciting when I finally got it. And now it's gone. But, you know, that was an exciting die to create. Yeah, that was a fun one. It takes a while to do, but yeah, I mean, you have it for, oh, you have one, Maz? Those are hard to find. Hi, Nancy. So anyway, that is kind of how that all works. And it's a lot to think about all at one time. There's always something. There's always a deadline on something. So now I've got to get my packaging done, but I have to go to New York this weekend, so I'm trying to figure out how to get that done and do it all. But, you know, it'll happen. So, yes, it is a cool die, Mary Louise. That might be one of the ones that I have. And I need to go in there and go through all of my dies again that kind of got, oh wow, it's wafer thin. Oh, okay, so it couldn't be that sturdy, but yeah. Well, you know, if it's a good idea, then I'm not going to be the only one doing it. And you know what? It's competition is fine. It's, you know, you could make your own, Mary Louise, yes, with the trinket drawers or whatever. It could be, and then figure out the hinges. Hinges were kind of the hardest thing, you know, to figure out how to do. Anyway, it was exciting the day I figured that one out. I was very happy. And my husband was even impressed, I think. So he's an engineer, so it's like he has that mind. Like, no, that's not right. Anyway, we got it. So I want to tell you also, this system is working out really well, and I'm happy. Yes. Tonicless. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think the scoreboards are good too. All right. Well, I think, you know, this is probably, we can continue this discussion. I'm just going to turn the camera down, and I'm going to just show you a couple things, and then I'm going to start wine bottle carrier. I have a lot of stuff back here, and I want to show you my idea. Oh, I do ask him for help, and then I say, why did I do that? Although he did. He was very helpful and honest when I didn't want him to be, but he was right. Now I can say that. As in some other things that we have done, I have to say, he's pretty good. So, all right, I'm going to turn the camera down and get the laptop going here, which has fallen asleep in the meantime. And let's see. Hopefully I turned the sound off. Yeah. All right, let me turn the camera down, and you can see my big pile. Ah! Shoot, are you there? Yes. That was lucky. Okay, so let me just show you some of the books, some of these journals. Uh-oh, what does this say? Are you there? Yeah. I'm going to show you some of the journals that I have, and you're going to see why I want to have just one. Because it's too many to keep track of. Whenever I go anywhere, I have to take all of these or figure out which one I want to bring. All right, so this is the one. I made this for kind of right before the wedding. It's not a die. It was just one that I made when I was fooling around with a piece of paper, and this was like a wedding one. And then I had fun making this little pocket out of the trinket box thing. In fact, that was one of the things I was going to do for a class, and I just changed my mind. And I was just fooling around with collaging, and that was what I was planning on doing today. And I really like this one because it's so easy to grab. The only thing that I would do differently is I will put a closure on this, like around the whole thing, because it does open, and I had some photos in here that were falling out. The one thing that I did that I don't usually do, and I really like, is I put this little pen holder. It's just so easy. I love it. So all I did was glue it in because I didn't want to have the brads here. So I just glued it and put, had my pen in it, and now it's really easy. And the other cool thing is I'm using this Frixion, I've heard people say it a couple different ways, pen. And I like it because normally I write in pencil because I don't like to erase pen. And so I write in pencil, then I can just erase it. But in this case, you can erase this Frixion pen. So I'll show you. Here's my packing list for Mary Ann's wedding. So it says stuff for Mary. So if I want, I can just erase it, but I still can see it. The only thing is I think it's sensitive to heat. So if this got really hot, then this could disappear, which is a little scary. But, done, wedding done. So today I had, this was a book that I found at my dad's house, and I was cleaning out his stuff last night. I don't know where I put it, but it's like one of those phone books that you can write messages in. What did I do with it? I don't know where it is. But anyway, I thought these pages are good, because they say things to do. And it's like this. I cut it in half. So, this is already lined and ready to go. Plus, it came from Dad's house, so I kind of like the idea of using that. And I just slid it into here. So, in using this in the past couple weeks, I kind of came up with what I want. The reason I want to put it all in one place is because I have a lot of subcategories. So I had the wedding, I had... I forget what this one was. I had things like every half. Oh, these are, new dies I want to design, ideas to try before you die, Facebook Live, workshops. And then I have like my life, stuff with the kids. I need a calendar. And so I need a lot of sections. All right. Then here, this was a book that I made. It was an old Reader's Digest book. I showed you this last week, but I was kind of playing around with the spine and some cloth, and I just made these little photo albums, and I was going to put my ephemera in here and like pieces that I cut from dies that I want to keep so I know where they are. So that's what for that. That I probably would not put in this one, my new one, but I might have a couple things, or I might have some washi tape if I want to use that, because really that makes everything look so pretty. Like right here, just some washi tape around the thing, and this, workshop. I mean, it just makes it stand out a little so you can see it. And I have tons of washi tape, so why not use that? So I might take one of these little I might stick this in a journal. So this is a piece of packaging, and I just wrapped washi tape around it. You could use a journaling card, so you can travel with it and stick that in a journal if you want. So I think I will do that. Now, if you remember, when Trinity, my granddaughter, was here, we were working on some things, and she made this for me. Isn't that cool? I think it looks like the galaxy, and it's just an old book cover, and you know, a thin book. Actually, I don't know. It seems like we might have cut this out of a piece of cardboard. I don't know how we did it, but she painted it all black. I had it this color. Oh, that's what it was. I had painted it, and then she's like, "Can I make this black?" I'm like, I guess so. You know, I just gave it to her, and she did all this to it. I love it. The gold, she was rubbing away, going to town. So we made this into a little book, and this is where I have all my Etsy stuff. And I haven't filled a lot of it out yet, but, you know, this is another thing. So I have little things in here. You know, this could hold other stuff, but I need an Etsy compartment. Then, this is like my list of everything else in my life, which is stuff for the house, for Dad, for packaging, you know, every note that I have for the talk to the lawyer, to do, you know, all of this stuff. And it all gets jumbled into one. So what I would like to do is consolidate it into one notebook, and then have just a bunch of different inserts that I can write in. And then when I go to look at it, it's like, where are my passwords? Oh yeah, okay, let me go to the password section, you know, and see what my passwords are. Or, you know, what do I need to do to finish the estate? You know, I have a section for that. So this is, you know, I go through these like crazy because I'm making notes in here all the time. But to have one book would be really good. And even if I want to go to the store and I don't want to bring the whole thing, but maybe I have a shopping list one, I just take out that insert, I bring it with me, and then I don't have to carry the whole thing, but I can return it to its little spot. And that is my thought on this journal. So the reason that I picked the pocket notebook is because I like this size. Now this one, like I said, did not come, well, maybe I did. I can't remember. Maybe I did cut it out of here. But this is about the size that I like. And it's manageable. You hold it in your hand. It's really nice. It's portable. So I decided that I want to make my cover out of the pocket notebook because I can do 5 extension. You know, I can make that big. And I'm going to need a big one, you know. So that's why I decided to do this size. I also, these are the ones that I was telling you where this fits inside, this little checkbook cover. So you have a nice little pocket thing, so I could tuck my washi tape in here if I want, or whatever, you know, receipts or whatever I decide to put in here. So that's a nice size. I like that I can add these. And then pages, you know, I have the die here if I want to go through and cut them here, or I can just cut them on my trimmer, you know, however I decide to do it. And some maybe I want to have a little sketchbook in there. If I have ideas, then I can put them in here. And I also have the pen loop, which I am going to do with this one. You know, this was from the journal die. It was like the latch for the book, but, you know, I can mix and match pieces that I have, but I like how it rests in the thing there. And I'm happy that I've been using it for a couple weeks, so I know what I like and what I don't like about it and what I want to change. So you guys should be doing that too. If you I don't know, maybe you like using 10 different planners. For me, it's just too hard to keep track of them all. So what my plan is I'm going to use this technique that I've been really wanting to explore a little bit more, which is the napkin collage, but also kind of all over collage. So this is a file folder. I did this, I don't know, maybe a month ago now. And I was testing out the products that you can use to decoupage. And this is the one that I really kind of like the most. I only have a half of a container now because I used up a good bit of it, but there's plenty left for this. But what I did, I've been experimenting with like just laying out papers and trying to get colors I like and combining different you know, like this is a page from a garden book, and this is a hymn, and this is a piece of napkin, and that's scrapbook paper, and this is something I wrote, and kind of trying to get the just the hang of making a collage paper that I like. And that one kind of came out cool. You know, it's nice to have like a aged one here and something kind of medium here and white, and of course you can distress them if you want, but this is kind of the idea that I had for this book. So here are some other pieces that I did. I did some on mat board. I did we have an anchor. This was, I love this napkin, and it kind of decomposed here because I messed with it too much, so I'll tell you, don't do that. Oh, here's some little watercolory things. I don't know what that is. That's another napkin. That's a cool piece of stuff. And this is another one, but I don't think I want to do it out of mat board because I kind of decided I like it flexible. I know it's going to be bigger, but I still think that I want it made out of this, which is a 110 card in a craft. So what I was going to start with today is just take my decoupage stuff and start going on this. And I was thinking, I really do like, here's some napkins, and I've gotten a couple new ones. They're really pretty. Let me just show you. They're everywhere. All right, these, most of them were Tuesday morning, but this one, I got the big one and the little one because it's only $2.29, and that's a lot of bird there and pretty flowers. So I have used this one. I don't think, oh yeah, I must have. I did open this one, and this is a strong contender because I really like, with the background and everything, I like that a lot. This one I like too, and I haven't opened this one. Yeah, this one could be it. I don't know, it's kind of springy. I might go, this looks a little more fallish. This one was pretty, and you'll notice it's purple, and I don't even like purple, but I like it. Isn't that beautiful? So why not use that art? This one, I mean, I haven't done blue in a long time, and I don't have a lot of blue, but I love this napkin. Isn't that beautiful? It's very tempting. I might have to, I don't know. I hate to get in a rut, but then it's like, but it doesn't go with all the other stuff. I think I will do something with this, but maybe for a gift, because I love these watercolor flowers. So anyway, all that being said, I think I am going to go with this. And if you missed this video, I'm just going to go quickly because we don't have a lot of time left here, but basically I don't know how much, we're not even going to get to cutting it apart, but what you do is you just take the napkin and you peel it apart. So some are 2-ply and some are 3-ply. I'm thinking this one is 3-ply. Let's see if I can get, this is like the hardest part, getting these separated. But I think usually you can see the design like right there. So it makes me think there is another, oh, this is so irritating. Somebody was saying you get tape. Where's my tape? I don't know if they meant Scotch tape, which is not wanting to come off. What the heck? Man. Jeez. Okay. So let's see if that works. Oh, it did. Look at that. All right. That works. So see, you're getting right down to the napkin here. And there are a bunch of videos on YouTube. You can go look them up. But see how much space you get on here? See how cool these are? I mean, I wouldn't do straight that, but I am going to take and separate the little bird. So what you do is you're going to take your water brush. I found this is really a cool tip, and just kind of outline, you know, is kind of, if you do it a little jaggedy, that's good, because when you go to tear it, you don't have like a straight line. It doesn't look like you're, you know, you'll see, wait a minute, it like feathers it. See how it's amazing how great that works. So tell me in the comments, how do you guys do it? Do you have one book for everything? Where do you write all your life? Do you put it in like a planner book, or do you have like a calendar you write it on? How do you do it? Because I keep trying many different ways and it doesn't seem like any of them ever stick, which I don't like. I want them to. I want to have one thing that I can go to. My husband has like a day timer thing, and he has done that system for years, and he can look up any day, you know, in the last 20 years and know where he was, what he was doing, why he did it, who it was with, and all of that. And I've got like old calendars. I have stuff that the kids had, and, you know, my dentist appointments and stuff like that, but not everything. All right, so there's that. And also, this is kind of cool, so I'm going to cut that out too. So, and if you tear it a little, no big deal. I mean, all of this is just going to be on the cover of your journal, and you're going to cover it up because you're going to have like 20 layers of stuff on here. So don't worry if you don't like it, or just put something on top of it if you don't. Okay? All right, so there's that, and then we have, and also don't throw these out. I use them to blow my nose with or wipe up spills. So the next thing you could do is kind of go through your papers and see what kind of coordinates with that. This is kind of pretty, you know, for a background, or that's even more of a background. This looks like it was part of a wrap journal that I didn't make, so I could, you know, cut that or tear that. I kind of do like, I have this tearing ruler, which I've been using because it makes things softer. But some of these in here are pretty too, so I kind of just found a pile of, that's pretty. You know, that could get to be part of it. And I have two of them, even better. This is from Kaiser. Oh, that's got music on it, and it has, oh, look at all these. That's kind of nice. So, you know, think about the kind of feel that you want for it. That's pretty, that peeled paint. But, you know, we're not really doing an overall, now this might be nice for, you know, spread your wings and fly. So any of these things can go on here, and whatever it is, you know, you want it to inspire you. It's your book. So pick things that you like. Maybe you like music, you know, so use some music sheets. These are fun. Jenny just sent me America the Beautiful. You know, I could put that on there. This is some Stampier. Oh, here's more of that paper. So, you know, just take what you like. And actually, I'm just going to do a little bit because we just don't have time to get into this too much. But just a couple tools. This is a tear ruler. And you can see it's made out of metal, which I like because it's nice and strong. This is really kind of big for me, so I always use this side. And this here, you could put it in there and it kind of anchors it down, or wait, that way, you know, and then you can just tear along there. I just usually put this on top and just go down the side and tear. And you also have a nice little strip that's left. If you want, you know, and if you like to distress, you can distress the edges, and then, you know, you would just glue it. So, or you could just tear it. I mean, it's the same. And there are two ways to tear. One of them is going to show the white edge, so I kind of like that look. So I'm going to, now why did it go just straight? Look at that. I wonder if how did that happen? It's like it was scored. That's wild. Doesn't usually do that, but I'm just going to tear a little bit along here. You know, and then basically the collage idea is you take your glue, whatever it is that you use, and I like to use a pretty good size brush, and you kind of have to work fairly quickly just to, you know, have your working time, open time, whatever. And just put a layer down, and I would put a mat under here because it gets very sticky, and I probably have a layer of glue on my linoleum piece here under where I work. But you know, just stick this down, go right to the edge, because you never know, you might want that certain thing there, and then you would just place that on, okay, press down, and then do another coat on top, and that's it. And the thing that I like about this is that it doesn't warp. I really do like that. It does not warp. It seems like the Mod Podge did a little, but I don't know. It was a lighter paper, so maybe that was me. They're both good. And then I think maybe some, where do we put that music? You know, I'll just do a little bit of that for your approval. That seems like a good spot to put that. So this is how I'm going to make my cover. So I may get to some tonight because I really kind of want to bring it with me to my mom so I can work on it, but I don't know. I'll try to take pictures so you can see before I cut it. Or maybe I'll do a little video and just post it, because then you can see how it all comes together, but nothing that hard. You know how to cut. And I'm just going to cut it out of the pocket notebook. I have to let it all dry. And if you don't go far enough, just add a little bit more under if it's lifting up. Sometimes it just dries so fast, you have to get in there and glue it down. And basically that's what this is, just glue. So you glue underneath and on top, and it should be fine. Okay? So I think that's about all I'm going to do for now. I'm just going to keep doing this, you know, and I'm going to put my little bird in somewhere. I don't know. I might put another, like a dictionary page under it, because I like how the bird looks through the, let me show you where that other one is. I really like how this came out. I did music under it, and then I put the napkin on top, and I just think that looks so cool. You know, how you can see through it. So I want to do that again. So I might do a dictionary page instead of the music, because I have that here. Anyway, that is my plan for now. Also doilies, they're really pretty. That might be fun to put. Maybe I glued that though. I'll probably have another one. I would even glue it with the washi tape, because that's pretty. There we go. So that can go on here. And I haven't even seen what you said. Wait a minute. I don't know where I want to put this. I really probably should lay it all out ahead of time. That would be a thought. Would I do it? No. But there's front and back. So if I don't like this and it goes in the inside, that's fine. You know, it'll all work out. And then we're going to have a million books in there. So one thing I would say is put your glue in water, because it does get really, it dries really quickly. Okay, I'm going to get on here and see what you're saying. All right, because I haven't even looked up. Music. It looks like the little birds are singing. It does look like that. That one does. They're adorable. Little finches. I love them. Yeah. You could fill in any spaces with the washi tape. That's true. I could. And that is a good idea, and I probably will. Because there's always gaps somewhere. Yeah, music is pretty. I would put the napkin over a white space, over brown. Yeah, that's probably true, Rose. I watched that lady and loved seeing her doing the laminating. Oh, yeah, was that, Positively, yeah, what is her name? Anne Melvin. Yeah, she was on Hochanda or Create and Craft, and she was selling my dies. So I had a little chat with her. Yeah, she's fun. You use an A6 Hobonichi. Oh, that, yeah, A6 for daily journaling. Oh, yeah, that's about what this size is, Georgianne. Yeah, I think so. Now that I am retired, no need for appointment book. Just as a calendar. Oh, well then, if you just need a little one, just use a little one. I have a whole basket of journaling. Yeah. I know. Yeah, that's the thing. You want just the right size. So if you can make your own, how is that done? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Deborah. Maybe somebody answered you. You put 2 pieces of copy paper in between. Yes, that is a cool. You know what? I think I have the link to it. It is cool. And I got some of the that was one of the things I wanted to show you guys. I got some of that matte what do you call it? Laminating stuff. Okay. So everybody, you have 1,000,000 journals. Still everything on your phone. I know, because when you go to the store you have it. Which is why it's often blank. I know, I have that too. But I don't want to. I want to have it all in one spot. It will be so handy. And I will, you know what it is? Psychologically, I will feel organized. And that's worth $1,000,000. Even if I'm not. If I think I am, I'll feel happier. So, you know, there is something to that. So I'm looking for my dictionary page. I don't know what I did with it. But, yeah. It's the thought of being organized that is that makes me happy. And I think I see that I could be, now that things are kind of settling down. You know, my dad's estate is done, or getting there. The wedding is over. We're still kind of staying inside. There's still work to do, but I need to clean. It just feels good. So, anyway, all right, guys. Sorry I kept you so long, but thanks for hanging in there. And I will be back on Tuesday, and I think I'll probably be working a little bit more on this because I really want to get this done. And if we can go through it together, pretty much I can catch you up to what I've done. And then if you have any questions, you can ask, and we can maybe work on this together. And if you guys have ideas for things that you really like or you need, I would love to hear, because we can all learn from each other. So I need to know these things. Also, keep an eye out for the poll on Facebook, and I hope you guys join in the fun. All right? So I'm going to go. I got to pack up for New York, and I will see you on Tuesday, okay? If not sooner. If I stop in a really cool Dollar Tree, I might have to pop in and do a Facebook Live. Or Hobby Lobby. I was going to do that today, but then I thought, no, I better get home and get myself going here. So anyway, thanks for coming again, guys, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye.